It's been a wild week in Kansas City. Chiefs fans across the nation are holding their breath after the latest shocking turn of events that has everyone asking the same question. Is the dynasty finally coming to an end? The Kansas City Chiefs, the team that redefined modern football, the team led by the unstoppable duo of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, are suddenly facing internal tension, public backlash, and questions that cut deep into the heart of their legacy. This isn't just another mid-season slump or a tough loss. This feels different. It feels like something bigger is happening inside that locker room. And both Mahomes and Kelce have finally broken their silence. Patrick Mahomes, the man who's been called the face of the NFL, has always carried himself with poise, leadership, and confidence. But after this latest drama unfolded, he looked visibly shaken, not angry, not defensive, but disappointed. When reporters asked him about what's really going on behind the scenes, Mahomes paused longer than usual before answering. He said, "We've built something special here, something we're proud of, but even the best teams face storms. What matters is how you respond." That's classic Mahomes, calm, composed, trying to hold things together. But if you look closely, there's a sense of frustration in his tone that fans aren't used to seeing. So, what exactly triggered this chaos? It all started with a tense moment during practice earlier this week. Multiple sources reported that a heated exchange broke out between several key players. And yes, Travis Kelce was right in the middle of it. The energy was off, voices were raised, and Mahomes reportedly had to step in to cool things down. Those who were there described it as the most tense practice of the year. What caused it? Apparently, disagreements over play calling, accountability, and team focus have been brewing for weeks, and this time it finally boiled over. Travis Kelce, the emotional heartbeat of this team, has never been one to hide his feelings. He's passionate, fiery, and fiercely loyal, but lately, even he's been showing signs of strain. After the drama broke, Kelce spoke to reporters and gave a surprisingly candid answer. He said, "We've been on top for a long time, man. When you win this much, everybody starts expecting perfection, but we're still human. We still make mistakes. We've got to figure things out as a team." It was an honest reflection, but also a hint that something deeper might be bothering the locker room. You can feel that this season has a different energy. The Chiefs aren't playing with the same effortless dominance we've come to expect. There's been inconsistency on offense, defensive miscommunications, and moments where the team just looks disconnected. Even Mahomes, who usually makes magic out of chaos, has seemed frustrated after a few key drives stalled in recent games. Cameras even caught him shaking his head, walking off the field, muttering something under his breath. And then there's Kelce. His emotions have been running high. During one game, fans saw him slam his helmet after a miscommunication on a route. During another, he and head coach Andy Reid exchanged sharp words on the sideline before quickly moving on. While both downplayed it afterward, calling it just competitive energy, insiders say that tensions between the coaching staff and a few veterans have been quietly building all season. Hard to imagine a team this talented going through internal turmoil. But when you've been to multiple Super Bowls, won back-to-back championships, and built a dynasty around excellence, pressure naturally mounts. Everyone expects greatness, and anything less feels like failure. That kind of weight can crack even the strongest locker rooms. Fans, of course, have gone into panic mode. Social media exploded with theories about what's going on. Some believe the Chiefs' offense just hasn't evolved enough to keep up with defenses that have figured them out. Others think off-field distractions are starting to creep in, from relationships to endorsements to outside noise. Whatever the reason, the question looms large. Can Mahomes and Kelce keep this team together before it all falls apart? Mahomes tried to address that directly in his post-practice interview. He made it clear that he's not losing faith. "I've been through rough stretches before," he said. "I believe in every guy in that locker room. I believe in Coach Reid. This is family. We fight, we compete, we learn, and we get better." But he also added something he's never really said publicly before: "We can't take anything for granted. The moment you do, this league will humble you fast." Those words hit differently. It sounded like a message, not just to the media, but to his own teammates. Kelce's response was equally telling on his podcast. He hinted at the same theme without naming names. "You got to have that hunger, man," he said. "We've done amazing things, but you can't live off yesterday. You got to want it every single snap. If you don't, somebody else will take it." Fans noticed how serious his tone was. Gone was the usual light-hearted humor. This sounded like a man who's frustrated, maybe even worried that some of his teammates have lost that championship mindset. And that's what makes this whole situation so intriguing. This isn't just about football. This is about identity, legacy, and leadership. Mahomes and Kelce have become the faces of an era. Together, they've broken records, dominated the AFC, and redefined what a quarterback-tight end duo can be. But every dynasty eventually faces its crossroads. The question is, will the Chiefs use this moment to grow stronger, or will the cracks widen until it all falls apart? People close to the team say Mahomes has been taking a more vocal role behind closed doors. He's calling team meetings, pulling guys aside, holding people accountable. That's what great leaders do when the walls start shaking. They don't run from the problem, they face it head-on. Kelce, on the other hand, is reportedly trying to keep spirits high, reminding everyone what they've built together. One insider said, "Travis is the glue guy. When things get tense, he's usually the one who cracks a joke or fires everyone up. But lately, he's been quieter, more focused.